Hola gente, and welcome to News with Nezua. Señoras y señores, the state of our union is pissed. So not kidding. President Obama was clearly, a little hot under the collar trying to lay down the law in his State of the Union, which was eloquent as usual and complete with a few intense declarations, none of them attached to immigration reform, unfortunately. You may have read of the 38 words of Obama's speech that had to do with immigration reform, which were lukewarm at best.
And we should continue the work of fixing our broken immigration system to secure our borders and enforce our laws and ensure that everyone who plays by the rules can contribute to our economy and enrich our nation.
And how is the pro-migrant blogosphere taking this? Let's check in first with a friend, Prerna, the organizing force behind DreamActivist.org.
President Obama has broken his promises to the immigrant community completely. He's not shown leadership on CIR at all. And I'm not really sure what he means when he says that he will continue the work of fixing our broken immigration system, because I actually haven't really seen any progress towards work. I haven't got the memo. If you do get it, please forward it to me. In the meantime, for a lot of immigrant youth, I think we just feel like we are strung along in this process. And it's time to free the DREAM Act and make it as a down payment to immigration reform. Because I'm not really certain that it's going to happen this year. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen this year. And I'm sad about it. But we shouldn't hold up the dreams and aspirations of others for our own needs.
So there you have it, from an undocumented student herself, the mood and the outlook at this point in response to Obama's State of the Union speech as it applies to immigration. And next we check in with Megan Lamala Ortiz at vivirlatino.com.
Not surprised. I wasn't surprised by what he said, and I was less surprised by what he didn't say. I honestly didn't expect him to mention immigration reform at all. I'm glad that he mentioned it, even though I'm concerned that he mentioned it in a very law and order fashion, talking about securing the borders and ensuring that the rules are followed. When we already know that the rules are broken. He missed an opportunity to talk about the lives of immigrants in our communities. I know that the focus was supposed to be on jobs and the economy, but Obama missed an opportunity and a chance to talk about how recent studies have shown that immigration reform will help improve the economy. And more importantly, it's going to help the lives of immigrants and their familias in our communities, because it's going to help them find better jobs, ensure fair labor standards, and make sure that they can better provide for their families and better the community as a whole.
Señor Presidente, we all get the thing about needing to push from the bottom up. We can't wait around for Messiah Obama to do everything all by himself. That's not the way our system of government is supposed to work. And many of us out here on the grassroots and activist level have been pushing pretty hard, speaking pretty hard, making our videos, our art, our blogs, organizing our friends, whether it's letter campaigns or marches. So we are pushing, and we will still keep pushing to hold you to your promise. Because let's be real, despite the fact that the pressure and a lot of the work has to come from the ground up, what you said in your State of the Union speech in no way resembles the eloquence or the level of commitment that was offered by you when you were running for president.
But I know how hard you're working. I know the difference you're making in our communities. And I am here today to make you this promise. I will be a president who stands with you and fights for you and walks with you every single step of the way when communities are terrorized by ICE immigration raids, when nursing mothers are torn from their babies, when children come home from school to find their parents missing, when people are detained without access to legal counsel, when all that's happening, the system just isn't working, and we need to change it.
We've got a responsible set of leaders sitting around the table who want to actively get something done and not put it off till a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now.
It's about all the people who are paying a price because of a broken immigration system. All the communities that are taking immigration enforcement into their own hands. All the neighborhoods that are seeing rising tensions as citizens are pitted against new immigrants. The American people need us to put an end to the petty partisanship that passes for politics in Washington. And they need us to enact comprehensive immigration reform once and for all. We can't wait 20 years from now to do it. We can't wait 10 years from now to do it. We need to do it by the end of my first term as President of the United States of America.
People are feeling a bit disheartened, getting everybody all roused and excited, getting our votes, and then turning around and investing time and money into not much more than the enforcement arm of the immigration situation. And that means ICE, Department of Homeland Security's Immigrations and Customs Enforcement Unit. A mutation that sprung up after 9/11 out of our fear and paranoia and the need to make everything about prisons and punishment and security and fear. That's the only place we see the money going. ICE. ICE is just kind of morphing into this national police apparatus. Has secret prisons. It leans on companies to get them to cough up and fire lots of employees. Breaks down doors. Very disturbing. So there's lots of money in locking people up indiscriminately. Lots of money making new prisons and having the prison industrial complex just kind of morph out into this new entity, which preys on a part of the population that, let's be honest, is easy for a lot of people to ignore, Mexicanos.